Before we start this podcast, there's going to be a lot of spoilers in this podcast, and I'm sorry that this podcast is late. This is Deep Dive Podcast. I'm your host, Gamer Hunt, and today we are going to review Last of Us Season 2, Episode 1. So, alright, first we're going to talk about the introduction of Abby and her friends. I would say with this one, it was interesting because of how they kind of like how they kind of show up because all right, so they kind of were gathered up and then kind of remorsing on of sorry um of the Conrads because all of the Conrads are dead because of Joe saving Ellie from like the last season. So I was like, okay, all right, that's how they got started. All right, that's interesting. And then Abby being like, I want my revenge on Joe, and saying like, I'm gonna slowly kill him. I'm like, oh, I was like, oh my gosh, like, right. So just because it's like, okay, if you ever played the game, I'm like over here, I'm like, oh my goodness, you're gonna already say it right away in the first episode, and just like being like that, I'd be like, oh dang, oh yeah, but yeah, straight away, I would say when I saw like the Abby's face, I'd be like, okay, that's def. I was like right away. I'd be like, oh yeah, that's definitely Abby, 100%. Some of the characters I kind of like a little bit remember from like the game. So like some of them I'd be like, oh yeah, kind of, I kind of remember them, but not really. And be like, all right, yeah. But the next thing I'm going to talk about is Joel and Ali not getting along. So with this one, I kind of like I was kind of like, okay, all right. With this one, it was kind of like I feel like with this episode was kind of like the main focus on the show. Them like them not getting along, like after the last season, they not really talking to each other, and then they have their own like place kind of thing. Like not really their own place, but Ali have like her own like kind of place to kind of like chill, and then Joe just chilling um at the house. Yeah, but yeah, because right away too, because since I already played the game, so I was like, okay, they're gonna be like they're gonna have some hints of them like being like distance and that stuff because of bottom of Ali's heart that she knows that Joe was lying. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it was basically like in the last episode that no sorry the last season that Ali asked Joe being like, are you telling me the truth that like that she's not the cure, and then there's a bunch of other people that have the same thing as her. So I was like, oh, here we go again. So yeah, okay. And then next thing that I'm gonna talk about is I love the view of Jackson Wyoming. Okay, I'm probably said that so wrong. I'm just gonna say Jackson. But yeah, I really like how they put that in live action. Like I see the snow and then the view of the place. Like they have the wall. They have like places that you can go in. So like, oh dang, I really like how the view looks like. It's kind of amazing though. How like they put it. At first, it was like at the Last of Us. It's like a video game, and now it's in live action. A lot of things that turns into live action, in my opinion, I really liked it because it's like okay, like I want to see this in live action or whatever. Yeah, but yeah, Jackson, I would say I really like how they put in live action. Just like I just really like the view, so I like that. It's a beautiful place to see. All right, so all right, the other thing, so the other thing I want to talk about is Joe is in therapy. So I would be. That's honestly interesting because I don't know because I think in like my opinion, right? It's just like okay, you're dealing with a lot of like things that are going on, like um, with with her wife died, and then her daughter died, and now dealing with Ali. That's they not getting along and dealing with the infected. I'll be like, okay, there's no way there's like time um for a therapist, and then there's no way there's a therapist in like a what do you call it in a sorry in a pol oh sorry my gosh the zombie apocalypse. Sorry. I don't know why. I'm trying to think of things and then it's not popping up my head right away. So yeah, I'm like, ain't no way that like they're just gonna have time for like therapists or they're gonna put a therapist in there and then boom, they get like the people created like a therapist. So I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Like honestly, that was pretty cool because Joe dealing with a lot of stuff, and then he probably needs somebody to talk to because it's just like Ali's not talking to her, and then who else that Joe would talk about? Because I bet that Joe's not gonna talk to his brother about his issues, right? So I'll be like, all right, that's pretty cool to see that happening, like something different, all right? Like I believe that a lot of people, right, or like me, that like they don't really want to see like the same the same thing from the video game and then to the show. It's just basically the same. It's like okay, what's the point of me watching this show if it's just the same? I would just play the video game again, basically. Yeah, but I really like they added that, so I was like, all right, that's pretty cool. Okay, and then now we're gonna talk about Ali and Donna went on patrol. So with this scene, honestly, it's honestly one of my favorite because it's like okay for me with the first episode it was kind of slow. I was not reinvested kind of until like the patrol happens. So like oh all right they gotta go to patrol. No, okay there's nothing bad's gonna happen and then boom they went to a freaking what call it like a kind of look like a abandoned grocery store. So like Ali decided to just hop in and then go on like the second floor or something like that. And then and then surprise surprise there's an infected in there. So yeah, that was like honestly the only scene from the whole episode was like my interest. I'd be like, okay, all right, you got me back now. You got me back. Yeah, and then Ali got bite too. Oh, got bitten too. So I was like, okay, I would be okay. With like the next episode or yeah with the next episode I would like to see what's gonna happen because like okay she's not gonna be infected but it's like I don't know what if Joe saw the bite the bite and then the other people they're gonna react maybe right 100% they're gonna react to be like, oh she's infected get out of here. But yeah but yeah that's like the only scene that I really liked from the episode. All right. So and oh, and then Ali and Donna got closer to each other. So basically, they dating, right? Or maybe I kind of I'm trying to like think right now, but yeah. So they're dating. I'm not even surprised they're gonna do that in like the first episode, and and then if I remember correctly, I kind of hinted that in probably like I don't know which episode or if it's like a Last of Us like a full reaction that I did. But yeah, I was like, yeah, this is gonna like definitely gonna Donna gonna show up soon or something. And boom, that she shows up. I was not surprised since I already played the game. I was like, okay, all right, that's pretty neat. Neat. Okay, and then the ending. All right, so for the ending, that like Abby and her friends found the Jackson, the the Jackson place that where Joe and Ali is leaving at, and then and then they just have the cutscene, and I was like, okay, all right, so excited to see episode two at like 9 o'clock again. All right, so my thoughts. All right, I really like it. Right, yeah, there's some stuff that it was kind of slow, but like it's the first episode. If you like, continue watching it, it's gonna be like, oh, all right, you're gonna be invested. My only issue with Last of Us is that like the time. So like they decided to like drop each episode at like 9 o'clock p.m. at a Sunday, and I don't mind it since I'm not working yet. But I'd be like, okay, if I want to watch this with my dad, is like, why are you gonna drop this on 9 o'clock Eastern on a Sunday? Or or yeah. Like why they kind of drop on a Saturday or like a Friday that like everybody like can get ready to watch Last of Us. But yeah, that's it for this episode. If you guys like this episode, or sorry, like this podcast, hit the like button. And if you're a new person, hit the like button. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.